So welcome to the session, everyone. So today we are going to learn about file compression and file encryption. So what is file compression and what is file encryption? So in our day-to-day life, we would have heard about something known as file compression. Compression in the sense we compress the file in order to reduce the storage. In order to reduce the storage, reduce the cost and bandwidth. Okay, it is usually done to reduce the space, reduce the storage, and then speed up the data transfer, the work that is done easily using this file compression. And there are types of file compression we are seeing here, that is lossless compression. Another is loosey compression. In lossless compression, no data is lost and the original file can be perfectly stored. In what format? It can be stored in zip format. We when want to compress a zip, we when click on the file, right, we get the option to compress to zip. So we can do that, we can compress to zip. Okay. And then talking about the loosey comprehension. Loosey comprehension means some of the data is lost in order to compress the file. In lossless compression, we saw that the data is not lost and the original file is completely perfectly stored. And in when we talk about the loosey compression, the examples are JPEG, MP3, MP4, these kind of files. Okay. Then the common tools that we use are zip file, gzip, bz2. Okay. The example use case. Okay, example use case is compressing the log files that we use in our day-to-day life in order to archive and in order to reduce the storage usage. Now then, talking about the file encryption. In what is file encryption? When we use our WhatsApp, we see something known as end-to-end encryption. The chats are end-to-end encrypted. That means it is protected. So here also in the case of file encryption, it is a process of encoding the data so that authorized user can only access it. In our WhatsApp, we use the WhatsApp and we are the encoders. Sorry, we are the authorized users. So we only can access the chats present in the WhatsApp. The same way here also, the file encryption is a process in which only the authorized users can access. No one other can use it. So in what is the purpose usually? Why do we use it? We use it to ensure the confidentiality. When working on work, the data privacy is very much important. Integrity is very much important. Data security, data privacy, these all things are very important, and therefore we use something known as file encryption. Now, talking about the types of file encryption, we have systematic encryption, common tools that we'll get to know and we'll will know about it. Talking about the types, we have symmetric encryption and asymmetric encryption. Symmetric encryption is the same key for encrypted and decryption. Okay, but when we talk about asymmetric encryption, it is the different keys for encryption and decryption. We use different kind of keys for encryption and decryption. The common tools or the libraries that we use are cryptography, PyCrypto, etc. Now let's have a look at the code. So here is a code. We can see there are three libraries. First is gzip, and another is shuttle, another is cryptography, and dot fernet is written here. So we have three libraries here present here. So first library is gzip, and gzip is used for compression. We use this library for compressing the file. And then we use shuttle. Shuttle is used for file copying operations. And then we use cryptography for encrypting and decrypting the files. Here is a code. Like, if we want to create a simple text file, we can just give a path, and then we can create a simple text file. So with open, give the path of the file as f, and then f dot write. This is a confidential text file for compression and encryption. So we can create any kind of text file using this code. Okay, then moving to compress the file using gzip. What we can do here, we can compress the file that we made here. Like, we have created here a text file. So what we can do here, we can compress the text file using gzip. And now what is gzip? Gzip is a library that is used for file compression. So here we have the code as with open the file copy the file path, and then we are telling that we want to compress the file. And after it is compressed, it shows file compressed successfully. So let's run this. And the second part, we are compressing the file. We are compressing the file using gzip. Next is generating a key for encryption. So here is a sample code, we can say. We have a code, and we have a variable known as key. Key equals to funnit dot generate key. We are doing here, what we are doing here, we are generating a key with open secret dot key file dot write key. Okay, so what is the summary of this code? Summary of this code is, we want to generate a encrypted key. Okay, and we want to save it. So when we run this, we will be able to save it. Okay, and then we have we have the next step, that is, we have created the file, we have generated encryption, and now we want to encrypt the compressed file. We have created a file, we have compressed the file, and then we want to encrypt it in the sense we want to make it safe. Okay, so here is a code that we follow. First is fornet equals to fornet key with open with the sample txt file that we have created as file original underscore data equals to file dot read, that reads the data. And then we have encrypted underscore data equals to funnit dot encrypt original underscore data. With open, we'll open this encrypted file in binary for in write binary mode. And then in the next line, we can see that it will write it will write the encrypted data. Next step that we have is, uh, we are going to decrypt the file. Okay, just for the verification purpose, we are going to decrypt the file with open sample txt.gz and .enc as enc underscore file. Encrypted underscore content equals to and enc underscore file dot read. That means we are opening the encrypted file in read binary mode, and then we are reading that file. Okay, and after that we are decrypting the data. We are what we are doing in a summary, we are eh, uh, we are reading the data, encrypted data, and then we are decrypting the data. Next line is with open decrypted sample .txt .gz as dec underscore file. So this code, what it does, it opens the decrypted gzip file and writes the decrypted data, and then we have our file encrypted successfully. Okay. Then we get what we wanted to do, that is we wanted to read the file. Okay, we wanted to decrypt the file. Next step is decompress the decrypted file. First we have compressed the file and now we are decompressing. Okay, we are doing the opposite. So using this code, we want to decrypt the decompose the decrypted file. Okay, so this was all about the file compression and file encryption. Thank you.